Hey there, I want to make a real quick video about how to short a stock. Now, shorting a stock can sound complicated because there's so many different financial pieces in play, but the basics are pretty simple, and so I want to get that across. So first, it's like you go to use a car analogy, it's like you go to a rental car company and you rent a car, and you rent the car for a year, and say you get like a good deal, like $40 a day. And so you take that car and you go and sell it, and uh, usually the price of a car goes down, but say sometimes the price of a car goes up. It happens sometimes, but more often with stocks than with cars. Anyway, working with the analogy, the you pay for the rental car. Every day you give them $40, or say you pay them monthly, and but you've sold that car, and so you're just kind of pretending, and at the end of the year, you buy an identical car. So you get the same car back, or you can pretend that all cars are identical and forget about VIN numbers for a second. And you take that new car, or new to you, and you give that back to the rental car company. And they're happy. They don't care that that it's not the exact same one, because all cars are identical in this model. But what's important is that you paid a certain amount at the you got a certain amount at the start of the year, and you paid a certain amount at the end of the year. Now, if the price has gone down, which is common for cars, and not quite so common for stocks. Usually, most people want stock to go up. Then they go long on the stock to benefit from that. So if the price has gone up, then you've lost money because got, say, 20,000 at the start of the year, and you had to pay 25,000 at the end of the year, so you lost $5,000 plus the $40 per day. Now, if the price went down, which is more common for cars, then you would have paid, you would receive 20,000 at the start of the year, and say you only had to pay 10,000 at the end of the year, and I can't do the math in my head exactly, but I think it's $1,200 that you would have paid across that year for 300 days at $440 a day would be probably 12,000. So it would have to go down to 8,000 to break even or so. But hope you understand where I'm going with that. That you would make money if the price has gone down enough that even though you're paying rent on the stock, you would still buy it back for a lower price than you originally sold it for. And something else with stocks is you're not necessarily paying rent, but you're paying dividends. And if the stock pays dividends, you have to pay the dividend, kind of like paying it forward, that as though you still had the stock and the company paid you the dividend, and then you would pay that dividend on to the person who you borrowed it from. So hope that gives you some idea that buying a stock is just like or shorting a stock is just like buying it or borrowing it and then selling it and then buying it back later and giving it back to the person you borrowed it from, paying rent, etc., like that. So not too complex. There's a lot of other stuff that can make it more complex, but it should give you just a basic idea. Thanks. Have a good day.